If you truly want to be able to make impact in this day and age, my friend, like you want to become a person of influence, you want to be able to make the life of the next person better. You just don't want to be in the numbers, right? I'm not talking about something superficial. I'm not talking about something just within the surface. If you have been following me for a long time, you know that I'm not a superficial girl. I'm that kind of a woman that talks about what it truly means to live a life of purpose, the life that is inherently rooted in who God has made you to be. Something really beautiful I want to share with you today that can help you to begin to make those powerful decisions and also to be rooted in what connects more to who God has made you to be. If today is your first time joining me on this channel, welcome on board, friends. Welcome aboard. This is the voice of Coach Faith. I want to celebrate you. In here, you learn more about personal development, growth, moving from here to there. I'm your growth catalyst. I'm here to really help you move from where you are right now to where you ought to be, your goals, your purpose, your vision, really understanding them and aligning with your journey so that you're able to become that person that you're meant to be. Before I go on, friends, I like to say something really beautiful. Have you heard of the becoming board? Just like you have a vision board, right? A becoming board, the kind of board you set in your house, and you're able to set your goals to say, these are my growth goals, this is where I'm headed, this is what I'm looking out for, this is the vision I've seen. I'm going to talk about that in some of my other sessions. That's just a side note. But what I really want to talk to you about today, as it connects to your purpose in life, is the fact that you have to begin to unravel your values. What are your values? When we talk about values, we're simply talking about the internal laws, the principles guiding your heart, guiding your spirit, guiding your personality. Because in a nutshell, I know we live in a chaotic world today. If you keep living from the outside to the inside, you are going to get to the level and you'll be drained. You'll not be able to breathe well because you are not living from spirit. Living from spirit, living from your heart is very important, especially in this day and age. And if you want to make the kind of impact that is truly loud and profound, that can turn generation around, I'm not talking about the kind of impact that goes viral and all of that. No, I'm just talking about making contribution in the life of the next person, making your world a better one, okay, for others to appreciate and also commit to. I'd like you to begin to look at your values on a deeper level, because values are not chosen, all right? It's not like you just wake up and you tell yourself, oh, these are the values I want to begin to uphold. No, you have to begin to ask yourself some possible questions to ensure that you are able to live that kind of life, to ensure that you are able to live the life of purpose. So here are 4 key discovery sources that can help you to begin to discover the values that you already have within you, the values that you should begin to uphold that can take you from here to there. And if you have some kind of negative values, maybe by virtue of where you grew up and all of that, by virtue of the experiences and encounters you've had before, it is okay for you to understand them so that you can also know how to begin to shift. Okay, the first key discovery source is what we call peak experiences. In a time where you felt most alive, I had an epiphany moment. I had an encounter in church when I taught in the Sunday school. I was asked to teach. It was more like a practical session after we had done some trainings in church. Kudos to my father in the Lord and mom in the Lord, who really helped at that time for me to be able to zone in and understand. So when I did that teaching, I didn't run away, I didn't call, I didn't hide. I did it, I did all my rehearsals, and I showed up authentically. When I showed up authentically, guess what? I was able to understand that one of my core values, even though I didn't have a name to it then, but I felt happy because for me, it was a moment of growth. I was empowered. I was contributing to the life of the next person. So one of the ways you can begin to discover what your core values are is what we call peak experiences. So that situation that happened in your life that you felt most alive and you're like, what is this all about? Check it out. Zone in deeply. You're going to discover something unique about you. Number 2 is about deep disappointment. The times where you felt most wrong, or maybe somebody disappointed you, a situation didn't work out, business didn't work out, whatever it is also a core way to realize or to understand what your values are. The third one has to do with your mentors, your personal heroes. I call them your alter egos. These sort of people are those that you admire. Asking yourself some profound questions around why you even admire them in the first place can really help you to begin to zone in and truly understand on a deeper level, right? It's also a way to understand you and your values, right? Who are those that you admire? Who are your mentors? Who are your leaders? And then lastly, is about meaningful decisions that you have made before now. So in the moment you have made decisions and they have panned out well, maybe you made a very beautiful decision that starts to do with your marriage, that starts to do with your workplace, your business, your schooling, whatever it is, my friend. I want to begin to take it to heart to say, how can I begin to move from here to there? Okay? How can I become the person that I'm meant to be? Because identity is about knowing you and who you are becoming on your journey. That's what it is, right? So your core values are fundamentals. They are wonderful, they are necessary. If you do not understand them, it doesn't mean that they are not there. Your first step towards growth and making the right kind of impact in the world is by knowing what your values are. When you know what your values are and you're able to zone into them, it will help you. It becomes the compass that guides your decisions going forward. It becomes the compass that guides how you lead, how you love, and how you live your life in the most authentic way. I like you to go do the work. Become very conscious and intentional with your journey going forward. Become really zoned in a way that you now begin to ask yourself some questions to say, Coach Faith said something about our values and how it can really help us to navigate our life journey when it comes to purpose, how we achieve our goals, and how we really get to zone in and understand our vision on a deeper level and also walk in that line, build a proper structure in our life. This is it. So there are several ways to really have structure. Value system, unraveling it is one way to start to navigate your growth on a deeper level and also be the right kind of structure that allows you to be able to set the right boundaries, all right, live the life that is most aligned with you and truly be able to take yourself from here to there. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you've learned something around the subject of values, making impact in a great way, and truly just coming out refined, understanding who you are on a deeper level and doing the work of purpose. All right, thank you so much. Do want to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye for now.